This is the Pederal Swetwork News.
Good morning, Entropia. Welcome to another Pederal Swetwork News broadcast. Today we've got some thrilling news for you as the annual Halloween Mayhem event is looming just around the corner. Prepare yourselves and your ped cards for some waves of flesh-hungry zombie mutants and some epically mediocre rewards as we dive into the details of this year's ghoulish mayhem graveyard. With just a few changes, this year's Halloween Mayhem promises to be scarier than ever. From October 24th till November 7th, brave souls can step into the eerie graveyard where waves of blood-hungry zombie mutants will be waiting for them. There will be two types of challenges for colonists to attempt. There's the Mayhem Annihilation and, of course, the Mayhem Survival Solo Instance, both of which will be accessible from anywhere in the universe simply by navigating to the events list by pressing the B key and looking under the Global Instances tab on the left side of the window. In Mayhem Annihilation, you'll face a relentless onslaught of zombie mutants in one of 10 different instances of varying difficulty. Your mission will be simple. Slaughter as many of these ghoulish creatures as you can to rack up points and earn your rewards. Once you enter any of the 10 Annihilation instances, you will be given the option to choose one of 4 different mission tiers. But remember to choose carefully whether it's bronze, silver, gold, or the most difficult, the Redulite tier, because once you have picked up your mission, you cannot restart it or abandon it without losing your progress. So don't overreach. Play within your budget and pick wisely. Once you've chosen your mission, you're going to be able to switch between any of the instances regardless of your tier choice. So don't worry if you find it too difficult, you will be able to switch to a more or less difficult instance freely. Now every kill has a chance to reward you with a random number of points or no points at all. If you are rewarded points for a kill, you may receive as little as 1 point all the way up to a maximum potential of 2,500 points per kill. The stronger the zombie mutant, the better, of course, your odds will be of getting a higher point reward. First of all, when it comes to the Mayhem Annihilation event, it is important to note that Secret Universal Services has estimated the cost per point will range between 1.3 to 1.6 ped this year, at the very least, and roughly 25 to 30 ped cycled per Mayhem token. This means that players can anticipate fairly large and significant investments in order to achieve their goals throughout this event. Now also keep in mind that acquiring rare tokens can prove to be extremely difficult even after such a large cycle. For the bronze tier, we estimate a rough ped cycle of around 9,000 to 11,000 ped, just a mere 900 to 1100 USD. If the bronze tier sounds too easy for you, the silver tier should offer a little bit more of a challenge, demanding a higher ped cycle and expectations. Based on our estimates, you can expect to cycle approximately 16,500 to 21,000 ped, potentially higher. And for those of you feeling uber, those of you with ridiculously high credit limits, and even those of you who are just gluttons for punishment, the gold tier and Redulite options just might be what you're looking for. Both of these are notably more difficult and much more costly to pursue. For the gold tier, players can expect a total cycle cost of approximately 60 to 75,000 ped, while the Redulite path is anticipated to cost at least 120,000 to 150,000 ped cycle. Yes, that's right folks, about 12,000 to 15,000 USD. Next, we will take a look at the Mayhem Survival Solo Instance. Once a colonist has entered Mayhem Survival, they will find another winged statue, which upon interaction will allow stage selection and the initiation of the challenge. There's going to be a total of 30 stages, And within each stage, you will be matched against 10 waves of increasingly difficult zombie mutants and zombie dogs. In order to succeed, participants must not only race the clock and eliminate these foes, but they also must capture key points that will specifically appear in phases 3, 6, and 9. Whilst you are inside, you're also going to come across some randomly placed pumpkins. These will provide some very helpful, if not essential, buffs. However, I must warn you, any deaths, disconnections, or leaving the instance will result in failure. Also, you will not want to know that while you can... attempt stages multiple times, only the first initial attempt of each stage will offer the full reward. Any subsequent attempts will yield a smaller amount of Mayhem tokens. The first few stages shouldn't be too difficult for you. You will likely be able to get through using 50 DPS or lower. However, by stage 5, you will likely need to be capable of more than 100 damage per second. This relentless survival experience truly tests the persistence and wallets of each participating colonist as they fight for glory in the Mayhem Survival solo instance. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we will take a quick look at some of the Mayhem token and Mayhem cosmetic token rewards, as well as discuss the recent unexpected Purger bot spawn.
Secret Universal Services presents Tales from the PCF Crypt. Now playing on a YouTube channel near you. This is the Pederal Swetwork News.
Welcome back. We're here taking a closer look at the Mayhem token trader on Planet Calypso. Not much has changed from last year. There seems to have been a few new limited items added within the last few weeks. However, there's also a new category, Limited 2, which still has 0 available stock as of today. As for the unlimited items and Mayhem cosmetics, it appears that we are still seeing the leftovers from last year's stock, with little to no addition in these sections. In other news, over the weekend we witnessed an unexpected and mostly unannounced event involving some dev spawns, sparking some debate within the community. Many colonists have voiced concerns that these spawns may be giving certain colonists an unfair advantage. Event host and key organizer of the event, known as Solo, or Solor on Twitch, had emerged as a top contender. According to chat logs, the most dangerous colonists managed to deal up to 370 DPS and receive some valuable item drops during this Purger event. However, it is worth noting that these mobs are in fact shared loot. And also, the event did take place on an untaxed Mindark-owned land property, meaning every participant had a fair chance at securing the loot, assuming that they had known about it. For those who are curious, the codex gains during the event were also highly praised, and I can say myself, they were not too shabby. Anyways, that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in to this week's broadcast of the Pederal Swetwork News. We'll see you next time with more updates from around the universe. Until then, stay safe and happy hunting.
Lizard Lick, Merp, Merp.